just wait till it's...
I'll just shut the door behind me.
Yeah, go for it. So we're streaming. Had some interesting drop-ins over the last week in relation to this journey, this container with you. So we're going to be doing what I thought we were going to be doing in week 6, we're going to be doing this week, and that is really working on activating your channels and actually practicing some channeling today, some channel writing today. You may or may not have seen, but we have an event, a special guest coming in next week, next Friday. You probably will know her. Francine, do you know Deborah Quirk?
Yeah, I think I do.
She's another local. Nope, short, kind of bob.
Okay.
But she's a local.
Oh, yes, I do, with the fringe.
Yes.
I was going to say Messy Bob.
Messy Bob, yes. She's
actually know her, but yeah, know of her work.
Amazing. Yeah.
Beautiful.
So
I'm really annoyed because last night I organised an appointment.
Oh, okay. At that time.
Yeah.
Okay.
Well, a bit later, but yeah.
Yeah. Well, look, the replay will be available.
Yeah, I have to watch it.
Yeah, and this was another continuation of the drop-in that I had. So I've been guided to do the process work around like really activating the body and working with the body to be the uploaded pre-recorded processes. So that will be like the library that you'll be able to tip into as you need. And that will be in conjunction with the work that we're going to do really on opening up and calling forth your channeling abilities and your capacity to really take your message, your mission in your business to that next level through your connection to spirit. Okay, so we're going to be bridging the higher dimensional work with the 3-dimensional work, soul work, and that's actually a really important component moving forward. So the process work will still be here. It will be pre-recorded for you to use when you need it. That was what really dropped in, was that, you know, different people will need different processes or desire different processes at different points in time. So yeah, that's what dropped in powerfully over the weekend. And we're going to be working through a lot of channeling writing. And Deborah, she activates light language, which will support vocal channeling. Okay. So that's going to be like a light language ignition, I think she uses the word, where she'll be really igniting your capacities to speak your soul language, essentially, and have that translate in your videos, in your trainings, in your Facebook lives, like really to be able to stream that through. So slight jiggle, same content, but slight jiggle of the processes. How are we all feeling since our session last week? We delved into looking at the baby blueprinting that we've taken on. Is that all settled for you guys okay over the last week?
Yep.
Okay, great, awesome. Very interesting to see the reflections and the similarities between the way we were born and how that has been imprinted into our nervous system. So I want to really preface the importance of doing the process work with the body, because the body is the instrument, right? Your body is your instrument for everything, whether that's spiritual activation work, whether that's channeling, and it literally moves through the body. So please set aside throughout the weeks time where you're consistently dropping in to do those processes. You might even want to put it in your diary, you know, to check in and see what new processes are there. What am I feeling really called to explore this week? Because that will simultaneously support the upper activational work. Okay, does that make sense? I feel like that's pretty obvious. And your relationship with the body and the nervous system and, you know, your power centers is, you know, it's instrumental. Oh, here we go, Donna, that must be your computer.
Yeah, having a go.
Awesome. So what we're going to do today is, there we go. Okay, cool. So what I'm going to take you through today is a hypno journey that is designed to activate the upper connections And then we'll be following on from that hypno journey with some channeling. So it's important that you have a pen and maybe even a couple of pens. Sometimes pens run out mid-channeling and I can sometimes disrupt the flow. And also some paper. What I really encourage you to do, and we're going to talk a bit first about this, is to actually go out after today and to buy yourself a beautiful journal that is specific for your channeling, okay? I love this brand, Paper Blanks. They're like a bit expensive, but for me, looking at these beautiful journals, it makes me, I just love them. It makes me feel really nice. So I like to, splash a little bit of money on a beautiful journal. And the only time I will use this journal is when I'm channeling, okay? So we have what we call anchors with psychic development, right? So that when you pick up this book, that it activates, it flips your psyche, your subconscious mind into channeling mode. That's one anchor, okay? Another anchor you might have is a special pen, if you have a special pen that you use, or a particular song that you play on repeat. Something that is going to be wired into your psyche that's going to remind you to get you into that state of mind faster, okay? You might also have some keywords that you use, and this is very true for if you're writing, like it might be at the beginning, a set of keywords like welcome, 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 or you can make up your own, but essentially we're having these little anchors to support the nervous system and to support the brain, the subconscious, to switch us into this mode, okay? What I want you to focus on and really prioritize it in your everyday life is to start creating a practice of channeling every day. Whether that's vocal channeling in the shower, which is when I like to do my vocal channeling. I don't know why, but it seems to be, I can flip into that mindset a bit more easily. Maybe it's the feeling of being under the water, imagining the water washing down, rinsing through my conscious mind, washing away my conscious mind. I just find that I can get into that space very easily. And I'll often be jumping out of the shower, drying off, grabbing my voice recorder so that I can capture the gold that has come through, right? You might find that you will be someone who does this as well. Other options are to have, at the same time every morning, as a part of your morning routine or your evening routine, a journaling or a channeling practice. And what's the difference between journaling and channeling? Well, there's not much of a difference, right? It's the same process. With channeling, you might decide to actively, do a little guided visualization where you tap into whoever it is that you wish to channel. That could be your higher self. That could be a spirit guide. That could be a general spirit guide or a particular spirit guide, because you will have guides for different things. So a wonderful spirit guide to work with is your soul work spirit guide or your business guide, right? The energy of your soulmate client. This is a very, very powerful channeling anchor to anchor into, right? And the more you know about your soulmate client and how energetically they feel, the clearer and easier it is going to be. Now, when writing content, I highly recommend that you actually tap in energetically to them first, right? Because you can actually tap into their blueprint and discern what is it that they need me to hear, or what is it that they need to hear from me today that's going to support them to have the courage to say yes to themselves and the courage or the resources to say yes to me, right? What epiphanies do they need to have? Shifts in consciousness before they have that courage or decide to invest their resources with me. Okay, these are really powerful questions that you can channel really, really amazing content that inspires transformation, that encourages people to see things in a different way. As anything, the more you do this, the easier it gets, right? And it's really about getting the conscious mind out of the way. So who has experience with channeling writing?
No.
Okay, Donna? A little bit? Yep. Okay, cool, awesome. It has been a life-changing thing for me, a life-changing tool for me to learn how to channel. I cannot speak highly of it enough. I've been practicing now for a solid couple of years, and what it's done for me is given me the power and the empowered knowledge that I actually have access to the answers of every single question I can even imagine. Every single question is there, right? When I tap in energetically to the right, when I plug into the right energy, I can channel the answer to anything. It has been, like I said, incredibly powerful. And the feeling that has often washed over me when I really feel like, okay, now I'm really in that zone of channeling right now, is very, very powerful. So for me, I'm a real clairsentient. That's my clair, my strongest clair. I feel, right? I will feel very powerfully. And so when I'm channel writing, I will often feel the energy of what's coming through in a very, very strong way. You might be more clairaudient, right? Where you hear, or where you see, or where you just know. But everyone has a dominant clair, and what I see is really the future of soulful business is, spiritual women. Like, it might be easy for you to tap into your psychic abilities with your clients or other people, but are you doing it for yourself? Are you doing it for your business? Are you doing it for the pivot that you're undertaking, right? Or are you kind of operating from up here? It's going to make life so much easier to really allow yourself, your body, to receive the information that's coming through intuitively, and for you to really take action on it, right? So one thing to receive the intuition and the intuitive guidance, and quite another thing to actually take action. All right. I feel like that's pretty much it in terms of the prefacing. Yeah, that's it. So has everyone got a journal and a pen handy? If not, please do. Please grab some water. Donna, are you in the room? Great. I just don't want to start while everyone is out. Now, I also want you to think, and we can have a little conversation here. With channeling, the most important thing is actually the question that you ask. Right? So it's always the case that it's not so much the answers that are important, but the questions that we ask, because the question will inform the answer. So what I want you to do is, just for a minute, we're not going to do the process yet, but just for a minute, like just tuning into your body, and maybe even closing down the eyes. What's the most pressing question on my heart right now? When you have that question, I want you to just speak it so we can witness you in that. What's the most pressing question on my heart right now? If you're not sure, I can give you a really great kind of generic channeling question to work with. But if there has been a particular question that's come through and you're happy to share, then please do so we can witness you. Yeah.
So straight away, the question that comes through is, how do I find balance? I find at the moment I'm in a bit of a hustle. I'm always chasing, so how to find that balance?
Beautiful. So I'm going to refine that for you. How do I shift out of hustle mode and into balance?
Yes.
Can you write that down at the top of the page for me, that you're going to be channeling answers to?
Sure.
That's a great question. Great question. Because, you know, we will often go into unconscious hustle mode. You know, like the nervous system can be so comfortable with the uncomfortable feelings of being in hustle, right? Working a lot. And obviously all the other imprints, mindset imprinting around has to be hard, right?
Yes.
Money can't just come easily. It has to come with the hard slog. And intuitively, where did you learn that? Father or mother's line, ancestral?
Oh, both of them.
Both. Okay.
Yeah, both of them.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's very much ingrained in the family.
Okay, right. So really powerful work there for you to be really diving into rewiring.
Yeah.
I'll be uploading some really powerful money mindset practices and activations into this group as well.
Yeah, there's a lot of lack, you know, a lot of,
Diversity.
lack mindset, yeah.
I can also do I can also record a hypno journey around this if you like. Yep.
Yep, that'd be great.
There's a few that I can do. One, which is similar to the psychic gifts one, but, you know, connecting with a past life in which you were wealthy.
Yeah.
And money came easily and graciously.
Yeah.
Who else would like to share their question? Yes, Donna. Oh,
Right. It came through really strongly. Where do I belong? And I don't like that one. So I was waiting for another one, but it just kept coming back.
Hey, interesting.
I guess where do I belong? I'm feeling that in every area.
Oh no.
The old way of being, I guess, and it's just that. Can you hear me?
Yeah, it's just a little bit shaky, the internet.
Shall I go back onto the phone quickly?
Yeah, look, if you're happy to, it sounds like you've got better reception.
I've got to sort that out, but just give me 1 second. Can you hear me now?
Yeah, we can hear now, actually.
Okay. I'll see how we go. But
Sure. So where do I belong?
And it's reflecting in every area of my life because I feel like I'm in this transition at the moment in my life, and I feel I'm not fully like in the new me, but I'm still like I'm in between, and I just feel really emotional around that. I don't know where I belong in this marriage, like where in my business do I belong, like in this life, everything.
Yeah, I hear you. And obviously, of course, when we're in two places at once is the most uncomfortable place to be, right? We'll have 1 foot over here and 1 foot over here and stretched like on a torture wheel.
Absolutely.
So painful. It can be so uncomfortable. Yeah. Okay, great. So where do I belong? Do you want to refine that even more specifically, or do you just feel like the general aspect of belonging is what do you want to look specifically at your business, specifically at your marriage, or whatever else is coming up in relation to belonging?
I'm not sure.
Okay, we'll just leave it open.
Okay,
beautiful. Francine?
Yeah, mine is when a timing question. When do I kick off my business?
Yeah.
As I'd spoke to you before, I've got a few legal things that are sort of, I feel, holding me back, but I really want to start. I'm drawn to start.
Yeah.
So how to balance that and work around it, I suppose.
Okay.
So it's a timing question.
Yeah. Okay, when do I kick off my business? Can we refine that anymore? If you find with the channeling you come to a dead end, I want you to bring in actually ask about the legal matter.
Okay.
So just have lock that in your mind.
Yep.
That question, when do I kick off my business, might be enough. Yep. But if you need to refine it more, bring in that point. Okay.
Okay.
Maya.
I did say my head's not working very well.
That's
I-
okay. That's
What
that's actually good. It's actually a good thing because you're going to get the head out of the way.
So my question was, how will I be next week?
Okay.
Who will I be next week actually was what came through.
Who, not how. Who? That's a better question. Okay, interesting. Who will I be next week? So if you want, there's a really powerful, simple question that I always generate really amazing, feedback from. And if you wanted to implement this as well, it is, what does my soul most want me to know? Okay. And so maybe we'll work with 2 questions. The first one being the one that you specified, and the second one being that. Okay. Right. Can you all hear the music?
Yes.
Right.
I was trying to work out whether it was you or whether something else was coming through.
Yes, no, it is. Okay, so I'm going to take you through a. Have I got it on loop? I should have it on loop, but I'll put it back to the beginning just so it doesn't stop at the end. What I want you to do now, everyone, please, is to get all pens out of your hand once you've finished up writing what you're writing. And we're going to go through a process of a hypno journey, of connecting in with your higher self. But remember that you can do this with anyone, any entity, any energy, anyone, right? Soulmate client, ancestors, and in fact, ancestors far out. What a powerful, powerful place to channel from. And we will probably do some work with ancestors. So, trusting your impressions. There will be potentially times when you feel like you're making it up, and that's okay, right? Because everything that you receive always still has to come through the filters of your conscious awareness. Even as much as we try and move the subconscious mind, the conscious mind out of the way, it still has to come through, right? So it's okay if you feel like you are consciously making it up. What we will do is actually read out, once we've finished, read to the group what you received. And then that's when we will always go, wow, that's actually interesting. And, it's a lot there, and we can get feedback. So taking in a big deep breath, let's begin our hypno journey. And I want you to sit with your hands and your feet uncrossed. Take a deep breath. Get comfortable. And when you're ready, I want you to roll your eyes up as high as you can, as if you're trying to look into your own eyebrows. So roll up your eyes and fix your gaze there, or to a real or imagined spot overhead, and take in a deep breath. And breathe out. Keeping your eyes rolled up, take another breath in and out. And each time there's a fluttering of the eyes, that's actually hypnosis beginning to come upon you. So one more time, breathing up. And as you exhale, keeping your eyeballs up, closing the eyelids down, all the way down as the muscles and nerves in and around your eyelids become heavy, droopy, drowsy. And soon your eyelids will start to feel as if they've been glued shut, sealed shut, locked tight. That's perfect. So just forgetting all about your eyes now, you can let them go wherever they want. Taking in another breath and allowing a drifting, floating, feeling sensation to develop in your body as you begin to relax and let go. Now I want you to picture in your brilliant mind a staircase of 10 descending steps. If you drop your chin just a fraction, you can really get that looking down sensation, that same sensation as if you were looking over a balcony or down a flight of stairs. You're looking down at these 10 steps, and as I count backwards, you're going to see your feet, hear your feet, even feel your feet making contact with each step. You're moving on to step 10 right now, as every muscle, every nerve turns loose, lets loose, and you start to go deeper. Taking step 9, as every sound and movement around you is taking you deeper into a deeper awareness of yourself. Taking step 8, and you can see your feet, feel your feet, hear your feet treading down each step. As you move down, drift down, travel down to an even deeper level of hypnosis. You are taking step 7, as each foot, every nerve turns loose, lets loose. You go deeper. Taking step 6, and with each number I count, you're being drawn deeper and deeper into yourself. You're taking step 5, and you're already halfway down, and with every breath you take and every beat of your heart, you're going deeper into yourself. Taking step 4, as every sound and movement around you carries you deeper and further into the most healing, relaxed state. You're taking step 1 now, going deeper, further, becoming incredibly relaxed, calm and peaceful. Taking another breath, taking step 1, going deeper, sleeping deeper, drifting deeper. And as you go deeper, you're listening and responding easily, effortlessly, perfectly, exactly as the way you are. I want you now to look up into your mind, into the screen of your mind, the area inside the forehead, in between the eyes, and imagining a beautiful golden door. And this door is closed, but in a moment I would like you to imagine that you can open the door and step through. And when you do, perhaps you can imagine yourself drifting down and down, and even more further down, deeper and deeper, into the most comfortable, relaxing feeling you've ever experienced. So if you haven't already done so, push open the door. That's right. Open this door and float down, down, deeper down into the very center core of your being. And for a few moments, just experience this exquisite feeling of total calm, deep relaxation. There are no problems to solve here. There is no place to go. Nothing to do but just relax. Let go. So relaxing and letting go and enjoying this beautiful calm feeling in your body. And in this peace and tranquil feeling that you are witnessing right now, you can experience a curious sense of anticipation. But you are on this journey today to connect to your higher self, the part of you that knows everything there is to know about you. Some people call it the intuitive self. You can pick up on knowledge of all life's experiences simply by tuning into the universal vibrations of the collective unconscious and opening up to the impressions it receives. And you can remain in this place for as long as you wish in hypnosis time. And the curious part of yourself can detach, ready to ask for and receive all of the answers to whatever it is that you would like to know. So the invitation is to bring your curious mind with me. And looking around this space, perhaps you can notice a flight of stairs leading up to the special place where your higher self resides. This staircase is soft, fluffy, like clouds almost, bathed with a beautiful, soothing golden light. And as the staircase seems to go up, up, and up, forever. It's almost as if it's leading you up to another universe. As you place your foot on the first stair, it's almost as though gravity has left you and your body becomes instantly lighter. And as you float up these stairs, ascending higher and higher, it's such a wonderful feeling that there are no words to describe it. Perhaps on your ascent, you can notice other pure colors of light, which are even more vibrant than any you have encountered in your earthly existence. And the higher up you go, the more comfortable you become. You're going higher and higher than before. And at times it's as though you're only spirit, with no body to weigh you down. You're continuing to float up and up. You've almost reached the top of this staircase, continuing up and up. In a few moments, you'll arrive at your destination. As you approach the top of the staircase, you find that the colours inside are placed by a pure white light. This pure white light cleanses your spirit and protects you from any outside influences. This white light will remain with you until you have met with your higher self and are ready to descend the stairs. Now, as you reach the top of the stairs, you arrive at a landing leading onto a long curved corridor. You can sense that your feet are now touching the ground, but you still feel light. Continuing down the corridor to the next door ahead, where you'll find your higher self waiting for you. This is the door that leads to your superconscious mind, a sacred place that belongs to you and to you alone. And now that you've found where it resides, you'll know in your conscious mind that you'll be able to return whenever you wish. As this door opens easily, there, sitting on the floor of your superconscious mind, is your higher guide, ready to welcome you. With outstretched hands, beckoning. You take your place on the floor just in front of your higher self and hold out your hands. And as your hands meet those of your higher guide, you feel this instant connection and experience a sense of elation. Now that you're connected to your higher self, it's time for you to ask for answers to the questions or problems that have been bothering you in your life. Question that you wrote, bringing it to mind. Simply receiving for a few moments before we pick up our pen to write. Feeling that sensation of energy in your dominant writing hand, you might begin to feel like pins and needles. As the wisdom of your higher guide now begins to flow through your upper centers, down through the heart and out dominant arm, down to your hand, commanding your conscious mind to lovingly stay out of the way As you remain in this state of hypnosis, open up your eyes when you are ready and turn to your page with your question written at the top. And as you tune into the answer, allowing every word, thought, experience to transmit through your arm and out through the pen onto the page, writing without thought. We haven't moved on to your second question. I encourage you to do so as well. Finishing up. Breath. You need to imagine once your pen is, you're energetically bringing space into your dominant hand, doing a little bit of stretching, and really just beginning to clear the energy in the channel for now. You might like to close down your eyes for a minute as we give thanks and call all of our energy back into our bodies. Maybe even imagining that trapdoor at the top of the head, that crown chakra closing down, sealing it down like a bank vault door. Returning back into the safety and beautiful feelings of being in the body. Who would like to share how that was for them? And if you're willing, it's fabulous to be able to read vocally back what you wrote and to have it be received by the group, because often the messages, the channeled messages that you receive will also be very powerful for the other group members as well, because we're tapping into the collective energy of us as a unit, as a group. Would anyone like to unmute themselves and share how that was? Yeah, Francine. Can't hear you. You're still muted, sorry.
Got me?
Got you.
Yeah, that was really powerful. I've actually never done that before.
Okay.
Yeah, my head's a bit buzzy now. I feel a bit whoop whoop. Yeah.
So what was powerful about it? Tell me.
I usually find meditating and things hard to stop my head, but I could really get into it, and I only had a few scattered thoughts, which was easy to brush off. So I was very on a mission, I felt, and focused to, guided to do it without letting my mind come into it very much at all.
Right.
So the intensity was there. Yeah.
That's the power of channeling through hypnosis.
Okay, yeah.
Because we're really winding down the conscious mind, right? Who else felt that they could drop in pretty powerfully then? Yeah. Okay, great. Francine, are you happy to read what you received? And if no one wants to read that, like if you don't feel like reading, that's absolutely okay. But if you are happy to read, it really is powerful to do that.
Yeah, sure. Okay. So my question was, when do I kick off my business? And when I was writing, I was like writing in a way that I don't usually write.
Yeah, that was me too. And that'll often happen. Like you see the scrawls. I don't usually write so scrawly, but yes, go for it.
Yeah, okay. So it was starting with, proceed with light curiosity but heartfelt passion. Your drawing is strong and getting stronger. Follow this strong pull. Lead from your heart, not your head. Legal matter has to, hang on, sorry, I can hardly read my writing. Legal matter is in your head, but still must be considered. Take a breath and take some time to get in balance, get organised with program and launch when that pull is so intense and so strong that you cannot dull it. Legal matter, it has to be this way for your future. It will settle quick. And then I went on to the second question. Lovingly take precious care of your daughter. She is struggling big time. I've got a 13-year-old daughter who is in quite a vulnerable position at the moment. So that was one of my questions, like the second question about what my soul needs to know. She is struggling big time. Shower her with love. She needs this. Talk with her. Teach her some of your toolbox. She will see your way sooner than you think. She needs your love. Plant seeds, sow seeds, let them blossom as she will. You are so loved and have so much love pouring from your heart. You need to share this, but learn to balance your human life with spirit life and family earthside and family above and around you. This is a new process. You are done. Rest now.
Oh, I love that. So they said powerful.
Yeah.
And how does that feel in relation, first of all, to your question about your business and the timing? Do you feel you have more clarity?
Yeah, look, I've always felt this really strong pull and now feeling that the time's getting close. It's just this legal situation that is stopping me. But yeah, I do feel I have more clarity because I know now that has given me confirmation to follow my heart, but by the time I get things in place, it may be settled quickly. Well, it says it will settle quick. So basically proceed with that passion and it will happen.
So that's the timeline that I want you to anchor into.
Okay.
That this court case, it will settle quick. It will settle in my favor. It will not distract or detract my energy from my soul work, right? Like anchoring in on a consistent basis, feeding that timeline. Yeah,
because it's like I feel torn because I'm coming from here. Yeah, I'm really strong to do this. And then that's pulling me back.
Yeah. So that's the timeline.
Topsy-turvy on it.
And like it said, like your channeling said, you know, you can begin to get the wheels in motion, right? There's a lot that you can do to prepare and to, you know, to have so that when the time is right, it's launch, you know, it's here I am, I'm ready to take the stage.
Yep.
Beautiful. Yeah. Okay, so powerful. Thank you. Would anyone else like to share? Yes, go for it, Donna. Go for it.
Sorry. Just so you guys know too that I forgot that I booked a client shortly. So can you hear me?
Yes.
Yep, good. Okay. I don't want to be rude to anybody.
No worries.
But what I got was, where do I belong? It said, well, my soul said, you belong to you and no other. Within yourself is a knowing. We will guide you to what is for you. Trust in yourself and the divine to always know the way for you. Know yourself, love yourself, and you were born to show the way how to love unconditionally within and out to the world. Your true essence is love and trust. This you will teach. A magnetic force will attract you, the souls needing you. Trust that you are ready to guide them home within themselves. Gold energy essence, pure consciousness, collective energy. Not an easy path you have chosen, but a necessary the true souls can connect to and feel your authenticity. When you speak your truth, they will listen. Trust in your wisdom and knowledge, dear soul. Remove any fear and doubt. It is already on its way. Stay clear and connected for the next steps forward. You will know what to do. Ultimate sacrifices need to be made. Trust what for you will stay.
Wow.
Hello?
I caught the majority of it, but there was some that I didn't, but that's okay, Donna. That from what I did hear, that sounds really powerful and really clear, like clear directions, right?
Yeah.
You feel that was how it was received, or that was how it was meant to receive for you?
Yeah, absolutely. It was just basically, just trusting and like I've always unconditional love.
Yeah.
Is it going again?
It is.
Sorry.
No, that's okay. But what I'm getting right now for you is that and this is always the case, right? Our, we teach we teach our life's wisdom, so it makes sense that what you're experiencing right now is challenging your capacity to love yourself. And the more you embody that, the more you'll be able to teach that to your people as well. I hope that makes sense. Okay, well, we might move.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
Thank you. I'll go now, guys. Okay. So I can get ready for my client.
Alrighty.
Thank you. That was really powerful. Thank you so much, everyone.
My pleasure. What about you, Maya?
What about me? So my question was, who will I be next week? You will be who you came here to be, what you came here to do, your mission. You will align others to their crystalline frequency, which is what Jules and I talked about.
Wow, that's exciting.
When your planet changes, others will want what you have. The gifts you had in Atlantis and Lemuria, healing the souls, bringing their gifts to the fore. What you have been doing, but now you will have the knowledge and the tools to do it. As you heard years ago, you are here to take people to the light. You have always brought people together. You will soon do that on a much grander scale, showing people the truth of who they are, sovereign beings of light. Next week, you will be your divine self, the beacon of light you came here to be. You are now letting go of the restrictions that have held you captive all this time. Now is your time to shine, to live your truth with no shackles restraining you. Which felt really powerful when I was writing it.
I know it did. I can feel it in your words.
And it's been, the last few years has been very frustrating.
Yeah.
It's like whatever it was just there and I couldn't grab it. There was something that I was meant to be doing, but I couldn't grab hold of it.
Wow.
So the second question, your soul wants you to know that you have finished the lessons you came here to learn. You can now live your life's purpose. Your divine timing is now. The struggle is over.
Oh, wow.
The weight will release now. You no longer need it for protection, and your body will be what you have been asking for. Pain-free, flexible, healthy, and energetic. And all your relationships will improve to be what you want.
Wow, beautiful. And so how does that feel as a timeline to anchor into?
Fabulous.
Yeah, it does, right? It's light, it's expansive, it's empowering. It like the big feeling that I get is it is expansive and light.
Well, expansion is my word for the year.
It is, of course.
It's the password on my computer, so I
Of course.
type it out many times a day.
And when you're typing, feeling it, right? Connecting in.
I just smile now because that's sort of what fell into place.
Yeah, beautiful.
So
any comments, thoughts, insights?
no, I'm just going to wait and see what happens next week.
Yeah. So daily, if you can, daily channeling.
Yeah.
You know, the more you practice it, the easier it will flow, and just the more, it's so powerful to do.
When we first started talking before, I got all this information, so I maybe wrote it down.
Yeah, brilliant. Okay,
putting a community together down here, so
yes,
and who to ask and where we might.
Yes, collaboration, ladies. Collaboration. I got in my message, bring the people together. That's what it's about, you know, being a beacon of light and shining so bright that people have no choice but to see you. Awesome. Thank you, Maya.
Thank you.
What about you, Lyndall? How did you go?
Firstly, apologies.
No, it's all good.
My computer battery just went like that, like come up and went gone. I went, oh my God, I thought it was plugged in. So sorry. Okay, so the experience, is amazing. I've done a couple with you in other containers, and every time it comes through, it just blows my mind how it just flows. There's no thought in it. There's no questioning or second guessing what you're writing. It just comes out. So love that.
Such a great feeling. And I will just preface and say, next level is allowing it out your mouth vocally, because that just makes teaching, even marketing, videos, so easy. You don't question, it just comes.
Yes.
Right?
Yeah.
So first writing, and then that's the really powerful for business. Okay, go for it.
Awesome. Okay, so how do I shift from hustle to aligning with balance? So trust, believe. You are not the same person you were before. You don't need to make decisions from fear anymore. You don't need to please anyone but yourself. Follow your passion, what lights you up. Remember the moments when you are in flow and how good it feels to share from your heart. You will not miss out on any opportunities meant for you. Everything is happening as it should. You know how to surrender and allow. Be open to receiving. You have worked so hard to get to the place And it doesn't mean you have to stop loving the people who did their best to keep you safe in their limited beliefs. You can still hold them in compassion. This is not rebellion, just course correction to your true path. It has been calling you all along. You have all the skills and knowledge to make decisions that are right for you. Everything will be okay. Slow down and enjoy the journey. There is so much to savor. Time is not slipping away. There is nowhere to be but right here.
Goosebumps covering my body. I love that. Time is to savor. Yeah, so powerful. What wisdom.
I love the term course correction. That's
Course correction.
Brilliant. That's brilliant.
Yeah.
Wow. How does that feel to read that and to, bear witness to what came through you, to what your soul wants you to know?
Yeah. It's just, as I said, it's a course correction. It's such a big, those expectations to just keep letting go. And not allowing them to pile up, because that's just been my go-to for such a long time. So it's just trusting. That's always coming through. Trust the process. Yeah. And it's okay to take up space.
Yeah, you're here to take up space.
Yeah,
that's why you're in a body on this third density planet. Teaching other people how to transition into the higher densities.
Yeah.
Learning it for yourself and then being the teacher. Wow. That feels like such a transmission for you, for all of you. So your mission, should you choose to accept it, is to do this every day, to make it a part of your morning routine. 1 page. It doesn't have to be an arduous, lengthy process, right? It can be simply like just transmitting, what does my soul most want me to know, and writing at the beginning or the end of the day, making it a part of your schedule, because you can see the wisdom that's ready, brimming at your fingertips to come through, right? And so, if it gets to the point where you're like, okay, there's a new program, I can feel I'm bringing in a new offering into my field. What's the offering? Tell me, channel it, transmit it. Don't bring it through from here. Allow it to move through you. This is soul's work, not conscious mind work. Right? I think my baby is backing at the door. Yep, that's him. Hello, I won't be long. So I feel like that's a natural conclusion to our session. I'm holding space for all of you to really embed this in your daily practice, okay? It's such a powerful thing to do. And if you, yes, go for it, Francine.
Just a question, to do that on a daily basis, do you need to take yourself through that meditation process or to start with, or will then it just become second nature and you can tap in?
Look, I do that because initially it helps to shift the conscious mind. So what I'll do is I'll upload that, I might upload it just as an audio for you if you want to do it yourself, like to go through that process. But honestly, you don't need to. It can be as simple as a few breaths into your heart, connecting in with whoever, asking the question and allowing the information to come down, just beginning to write. I would experiment with both if I were you.
Okay, thank you, Tab.
Because it is second nature. It will become second nature. But if at first it's helpful to do that process, then definitely you can. That's what I would say. Does anyone else have any questions about what we did or application? It feels pretty good, huh? Great. Please keep your eyes peeled for the process work coming up this week, okay? And let us know throughout the week how you go. If more wisdom comes through, then go live, share it with us. You know, like it's something to be said for reading it to another audience. When we often just read it in our head, we'll read it with our own, like we'll read it in a way that isn't, like, it's hard to explain. When you read it out loud to a fresh audience, it's like you can hear it for what it really is, right? Even if you read it and record it and then listen back over to it if you don't want to share. But who's willing to take on a daily practice of this? 15 minutes a day. Yeah, powerful. Alrighty, my loves, take care. I'm here.
Can I have a quick word when you
Yeah.
turn the recording off?
Sure. And of course, anyone with the recording, then please pop into the chat what you experience as well. Alrighty, everyone. Bye for now.